Can't see anything. Ooh. Good morning, Savoy. Good morning, GLI. Where's my light? Ooh. Good morning, wagon. Ready? We have more driving to do today. Good morning, you guys. We are up early yet once again. It is currently 8:05. We're heading about 45 or so minutes west this time. Pick up more car parts. I just hop on the German eBay and I always find good deals on things. So I'm gonna go to Snipes real quick. If you guys saw yesterday's video right here, we put the new winter setup on Miley. Looks really, really good, but the back needs spacers. So on a set today, we're gonna go pick up a set of 10 mils, so two 10 mils and two 15 mils. The plan is to use the 10mm ones on the back of Miley and use the 15s on the back of the Savoy and make both cars sit really, really nice. If you can hear my voice, I'm still sick. Like I said, we're gonna finish out this month strong. It's the 28th today, I think. Yeah, 28th today. We're just about to the end of the month. We're so close. We gotta finish strong. I might die, but we're gonna finish strong. All right, we're just about there. GPS says 6 minutes away. I swear to you guys, by the time we actually move out of Germany, I will have traveled to every single town in this place because of car parts. Like, I've gone to so many little towns and just random places for car parts. So I said, by the time we leave Germany in like 4 years, I will have gone to just about every little spot, nook and cranny of Germany, which is cool. I like to explore and to see all there is to see. Little soccer field over here. Uh-oh, you see what I see, boys? Hold on, check this out. See what I see? Right there. See that? Right there. That, my friends, is salt on the roads. Sorry, wagon, I'll watch you later, I apologize. All right, we have made it. Let's go get some spacers. We got them. So massive shout out to my guy Andre just hooked me up. So I came here picking up a set of 10 instead of 15 for €50, but he also gave me a set of 5s and another set of 15. So these are the ones that are brand new from the TA Technic company. So these two are 15s. These two are 10s, I believe. So yeah, 10s, yeah, 10s. So I have 10, 15 brand new, and then these are a set of 5s, and this is another set of 15s, and I have all the paperwork. So we got a lot of spacers now. Now the Savoy and Miley will be sitting nice and proper. I'm going to probably need longer lug nuts, which I don't have at the current moment, so we'll see if these will fit. I'm not gonna really drive the car just yet, but we'll see if they go on or not. But we got 15, 15, 10, and 5. So a nice setup of spacers. The car's gonna look really, really good. There's just piles of salt on these roads. Like, it's bad. I feel bad driving this car right now. But it's okay, once we get home, either today or tomorrow, we'll go to the car wash and we'll spray this car off because I don't wanna let salt sit in it for too long because then we end up with a rust bucket and we don't want that. Currently in line for the car wash. I decided instead of waiting until later today or tomorrow, we'll just wash the car now just to get the salt off it. Not that the car is gonna rust out immediately, but I would just feel better with the salt just being off the car because I drove through a lot of it. So get the car nice and clean, then head home and put the spacers on. And this is by far the dirtiest this car has ever been. Look how bad this thing is. All of this is disgusting the whole way down. Look at the back of this car. Look how bad this is. This is by far the worst this car has ever been. We're gonna fix you up. Look at this. The sides are trash. Everything is just disgusting. Winter time is brutal on cars here. All right, the wagon is nice and clean and salt free. I took the pressure washer and shoved it way inside here and sprayed all of the fender well just to try and get any bit of salt was there out of there. But nice and clean, salt free, good to go. Time to go home. All right, so let me set these down here. All right, so the plan is to pull Miley out and get, I think I'm gonna do the 10s in the rear. I think the 15s will be too much for the rear. And I also think with my stock lug nuts, I can actually fit these ones. I'm gonna get longer ones, don't worry, but for now, just for test fitting purposes, I think the stock lugs will fit with the 10mm spacer. And then I'm gonna do the other wheels back on the Savoy and then do probably a 15 in the rear of that car and maybe like a 5 in the front. I don't know, I have 2 sets of 15s, 1 set of 10, and 1 set of 5. So we'll make it work somehow. Get us a nice little cold start on a Saturday morning. Because you guys know, I love my cold starts. All right. I will I say every single time, but I'll never get tired of filming that over and over and over again because it's just so good. It's just so good. All right, we have one Mark III. Let's grab our next one, which is far less exciting to start up, but at least she runs. So we have the little Savoy and Miley. And to everyone who loves these wheels, they're going away today. They're not bad stock wheels, but I don't much care for them. So they're coming off, spacers and DVs going on. And then these ones, like I said, in the front, very nice fitment, but the rear, we need a little bit more wide. Like I said, I think looking at this, we can do, let me see. Get off there. I think, I don't know, maybe even the 15. But I don't think my stock lugs would be long enough to be able to fit the 15. I don't know, the 15 might be the move. We'll see. We'll try 10 first. If we need more, we'll go 15. But if we do end up putting the 15s on the back of this car, then I'll do this set of 15s on the back of that car, the 10s in the front of this car, and then just to do it, I'll put the 5s on this car because the front's really flush. But I think 5 mil wouldn't hurt. So 5, 15, 10, 15, if that works out. I also didn't show you guys yesterday. I went to the store and got new hardware. Boom, boom, very nice. This is a M8 by 20, I want to say, with a 6mm Allen bolt. That way I can put these on nice and tight. The ones it came with are super weird. I didn't have the tool, so no point to using them. So over here in this drawer, these ones here. So this is what it came with. These really, put in the light so you can see it. These really weird things that I don't have a tool for, so I couldn't tighten them down. So got rid of these, put some normal bolts in there, and now she's all set. So you guys know my hands get super cold all the time, and today they got cold like faster than normal, and I was wondering why. Check the weather. It's currently 32 degrees outside. I had no idea. It's like blue sky and really nice outside, like how it looks, but it's 32. It's really cold. So this car is running right now, and I actually have the heat on because this is gonna be my little hand warmer. Ooh, that's nice. So every like 10 minutes, I'm gonna hop in here, warm up my hands, then we'll go back to work. Man, it's a lot colder than it looks, that's for sure. So the factory Mark III lug bolts are actually a lot shorter than I thought. I thought we might have a chance to be able to fit the 15, but these are really tiny. So to see this go through here, yeah, there's no chance to go through this, plus go through this, and then have adequate threads to go into here. It's not gonna happen. Now the 10mm, we might be able to go through this one, through the wheel, and enough to put it on and test fit it. Again, I'm not driving on this setup at all. I've already ordered longer ones. They'll be here on Tuesday, along with the hub rings for these wheels. But just to test fit and see, I want to try and at least get this one on. We might have to go to the 15. I think this will be the one I actually use, but just for today, we'll test the 10 and see. All right, so I was actually able to get a few more threads tightened in on the bolts, so it should be okay. I put the car flat to the ground. So this is where we're at as of the 10mm. You can see the front here versus the rear, and I'll show you this side real quick versus the other side. We'll also air out the car, so you can see the large gap with this side, and then the difference between that side and this side here. I'm gonna go ahead and air it out and we'll compare again. Like I said, I think we'll do the 15s anyways, but I want to see where the 10 sits. All right, so that's all the way down. That's not bad. That's pretty close. That's pretty much right there. Let me see the other side. Yeah, I got about a finger on this side, and the other side's pretty much flat. So I don't know, that might actually be good. So this is the no spacer, no 10 mil, versus the 10 mil. I don't know. I don't think I can actually do another 5. I don't think I can do it. I think 10 mil might actually be good. So I dropped to the front of the ground as well. The rears and the fronts now are pretty much the exact same. Like I said, I might be able to do a 5 mil in the front here and put it a little bit closer, but I don't really want to yank the fender too much. But the rear pretty much matches the front, so I'm happy with that. So we'll leave the front as is. Again, that's 15 by 8 plus 25. No spacer. It's about negative 2 degrees of camber, I want to say, which was before, or maybe less. No, I think they aligned my car before. I don't remember, but a little bit of camber in the front, and then 15x8 plus 25 with a 10 mm spacer in the rear, so 15x8 plus 15 in the rear. But that's a pretty nice fitment. I like it. I like it. I'm happy. This will do. Again, to show you the difference, this side, no spacer. You can see how it tucks up. There's a bit of a gap right there, and all we wanted to do was fix that. So I am pleased with the spacer. Yeah, that'll work. So the plan now, I'm actually gonna go ahead and pull this spacer of the rear off because I don't want to move the car with only a little bit of thread on there, just so something dumb doesn't happen. I'm also gonna order another set of lugs, extended ones for this car, because if I can't do it on this car, I can't do it on that car. So I'll have 2 sets coming. That way, come Tuesday, we can do the spacers on this car and on that car. Again, they're both looking really good. I wish I had them in stock right now, but I do not, so oh well. All right, so I was thinking, I think I am gonna do the 15s on the back of this car, and then when I air out, have it just sit on the side of the sidewall just a little bit, because I don't like how the car is lower in the back than the front when I air out. And also right now when the car's up, the front is a bit wider than the rear, and I don't like how it looks like that. So I'll probably do the 15s in the rear, leave the fronts as is. When the car airs out, it'll probably stop somewhere, I would say right about here or so, making the front and the rear actually even, because I like that look a lot better than having the rear look lower than the front. And then that way it'll be good to go. Then we can put the 15s in the back of that car, and then put these 10s on the front of this car, and have this car have nice fitment and this car have nice fitment, and be all set, good to go. Just because, like I said, I don't like when the car is aired out and the rear is lower than the front. It's just not a good look for me. So I think that's a better option for us. Now that we're going with this car, it's time to put the crowd favorites back on the Savoy. I don't care what anyone says, I like these wheels a lot. I love the design. I think these wheels look great on this car. And once we have the spacers put on and all the wheels sit nice and flush to the fenders, actually these fronts already sit pretty nice, but the rears are pretty sunk in, like how these are. Like, look how bad that is. These are huge spacers. So once this car has the wheels back on and the spacers, it's gonna look really good. Ladies and gentlemen, the Savoy is officially back. Well, halfway back. They look so good, and these wheels actually fit really nice in the front of this car already. Bam, not bad at all. So actually, I might even need a 10 in the front of this car, honestly. I might leave the front as is and do the 15 or 10 in the rear. But man, these wheels change this car so much. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Both cars back on the ground, looking so good. It's so cool to have a Jetta and a Golf. Very cool cars, and both very cool colors, I think. This car looks so good on these wheels. And I went ahead and busted out the tire shine. Got them looking all fresh and nice. So what I want to do now, I actually have, so the mount in the back of this car that I use for my iPhone to film on, that I got from Greg, this right here is actually a GoPro mount. So if I can spin it, I don't think it spins or not, but if this top piece will rotate, I can put my GoPro right here for a cool shot like this, or I can get my my glass mount and mount it right back here and film forward. But I want to try and use it today. We're gonna go for a quick drive on the PowerTech. Like I said, I don't have hub rings yet, so there might be a little bit of vibration, but I also want to drive the car. So with GoPro hooked up in the car, go for a quick little drive, and then we'll end off the video there. All right, so unfortunately, this mount here is a GoPro mount, but I'm pretty sure it's for like a GoPro like 5 or 6. The 8s are a bit different, so I can't use this one, unfortunately. So I'm gonna use my suction mount here and put this on either that window there or in the back here. So 1 second. All right, got you guys going way back here on the back window, closer to the exhaust, so hopefully you guys can see, inside the car pretty well, and hopefully you guys can hear the exhaust from back here well as well. All right, make sure that's nice and tight. All right, so you guys should be good. All right, boys and girls, we are ready. Just do a quick little lap around the area. Hopefully it's a good angle for you guys. I put it in wide view, so hopefully you can see. Oh yeah, so it's so nice to be able to turn the car like aggressively now on these wheels, because now before I would turn the car and the fender would hit the tire. Now we can just yank the turns. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Much better. Obviously, winter tires are not the best for having like immense amount of grip, but honestly, it felt good. Felt good, felt very planned. I can turn the car super sharp each way under heavy braking and like in the turns a lot, and I don't have any rubbing, no issues. That's all I can ask for. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I gotta say, this thing is so much fun to drive when I can turn the car hard in all directions and not worry about having to hit this at all. And the car's not sitting very high at all, but no rubbing issues at all, which is exactly what I wanted. Definitely the perfect winter setup, which might also double as a track setup depending on what size brakes I do. If I do bigger brakes, they still fit. We'll probably use these, put some grippy tires and call it a day. But if I do like big brakes and I need 16 or 17s, we'll swap them out. But for now, such good wheels. Woo! Man, I really hope that having the camera back here picked up that Vr6 sound, because like, I know the car's not the fastest car ever, but that Vr6 sound is just so good, and through the RPM range it just gets better and better. I love this car. It's so much fun to drive. It's so much fun to drive. 2020 for this car is gonna be a big year in terms of power and handling. I want this car. Now, originally I wanted to make this car big turbo, like 600 horsepower, just crazy. But after like listening to Adam talk about some of his cars, you don't want to overbuild a car, and I don't want to go with this car from 100 and I don't know, maybe 80, 90 horsepower that it's at right now to then 600 and just skip the entire middle section. I want to progressively build the car up and up and up. So I think the first step will go to maybe like 300, 350 or so, and then go from there. But I don't want to overbuild the car, make the car no fun to drive, and it's just too much maintenance, that kind of stuff. So I want to have a car that I can drive all the time, I can beat on, but it's not going to break. So maybe we'll do a mild turbo build somewhere in the mid 300s with a nice set of tires, nice set of brakes, just a very usable car. I want to be able to beat the crap out of this car and have this car just take it, and I want to go to tracks and just rip this car around. So that's the plan. We're gonna have a lot of fun. But year 2020 will be the year of the turbos. All the cars getting turbos. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to be thankful for today. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.